for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Paul.
Good Shabbos. How's everyone tonight?
Good.
Good Shabbos.
Hey, Phyllis.
I know you were all looking very forward to the men leading the service tonight. And,
That's why there's such a big turnout.
it's been postponed, but it will be back better than ever, I'm sure.
Postponed?
What's next? We do have a man conducting the service tonight.
Oh, it was postponed?
No.
Some would call that.
Postponed.
Yes, why?
Is it getting a real?
We didn't know that.
Yes,
Just found out
I
yesterday.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
my
was-
God.
What's the problem, Frida?
Well, no,
I
I
should
didn't
let you know, huh?
know.
The Friday
Why,
night
who's leaving
men's
tonight?
service is canceled.
How come?
Exactly. Why?
How come
Who's leading?
it's postponed?
Okay.
All right, hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, you're home. Welcome home.
A lot of
Welcome
people on
home.
tonight. I can see a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Can everybody
We-
smile?
You don't see
As
any
I was
palm
saying,
trees,
there
do
was some issue with the coordination of the service, so they're gonna redo it. They're gonna do it. It just won't be tonight. So you're gonna have to put up with me for one night.
I-
One more
Okay,
night.
can I get two pictures before you do it, Seth? Everybody smile. I'm gonna do one, 2, 3, cheese.
Nice.
We're all
Hold on, let
smiling.
me save
Making
that one. Let me save that.
You
Let me go
copied,
to the
Mara.
next one. Hold on. Oh, wait, I gotta go to the other page. 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Cheese.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Oh, you guys are great. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank
I have a lot of pictures. Nice. Thank you.
You,
All
I'll
right.
make a post after Shabbos.
I apologize to those of you on YouTube for having to go through that, but that's okay. All right. We will begin.
Nice.
All right. Now, if you'd like, I can certainly spread around the fun here. I don't know if there's anyone who'd like to lead Shalom Aleichem. Let's see.
Okay.
What page?
Paul, would you like to lead us in Shalom Aleichem on page 13?
13. I got a new Siddur Shalom large print, but I'm a little disappointed. I thought it was going to be the same kind of print that was in the Haftarah book, but it's not.
Okay.
So, yes, I guess I'll try to do this.
All right.
Shalom Aleichem. Can I start?
Hold on a second. I'm going to mute people. Hold on, Paul. Paul, if you don't mind unmuting. There
That's
you go.
better, isn't it?
All right. Here we go.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShoretz, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, B'yocham L'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Ni L'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to say Sechem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachi Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Should I keep on going?
Shakar. That no, you're good. You're good.
Mercy
Excellent.
on me.
That gave me a chance to warm up. So thank you. We turn to page 14. Sing together Yedid Nefesh. And I want to hear a lot of loud silence tonight. So very loud silence. Okay. Yedid Nefesh Avarachaman Mishach Abdach Eritzonach Yarutz Abdach Kemo Hayal Ishtachaveh El Mul Hadarach Yerav Lo Yedidutach Minofetuf Lechotam Yai dai da 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 yai dai da 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 yai dai da 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 yai dai da 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 yai dai da 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 yai dai da 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 yada dai da 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 yada dai da 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 yai dai da 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 yada dai da da yada dai da da yeah, da 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 da. Let's turn to page 15. And let's see here. Roz, you sound like a Lacuna Ranana person. Let's see if you'd like to do that this evening.
Thank you, Seth. Lechune ranina, lechune ranina, lechune rana ladonai. Lechune ranina, lechune ranina, lechune rana ladonai. Naria, naria, litzoyi shenu, nikad mafana vitoda. Naria, naria, letzoyi shenu, bizmirot naria lo, lechu neranina, lechu neranina, lechu nerana ladonai, lechu neranina, lechu neranina, lechu neranina ladonai.
Yashikaheh. Arba'im shana kut b'dor v'homar hamtoi levavim v'hem lo yadu dirachai asher nishbati v'yapi im yavon el menuchati. We turn to page 16 and Frida. It's time to come out and play. Would you like to sing a new song to Adonai? Hold on. There you are.
Okay.
Can you see it okay?
Yes. Okay. This is.
Make it a little bigger.
Okay. And then bigger. Okay, thank you.
It's like a supersized Happy Meal. Not that
Thank
I eat supersized Happy Meal, but there you go. Okay, ready?
Yes, thank you, Seth. Sing a new song to Adonai, acclaim Adonai, all people on earth. Sing to Adonai, proclaim each day God's awesome might. Announce to the world God's glory and wonders. For Adonai is great, deserving of praise. Adonai alone is to be revered as God. All the gods of the nations are nothingness, but Adonai created the heavens. Majesty and might accompany God. Splendor and strength adorn God's sanctuary. Acknowledge Adonai, all families of nations. Acclaim God's majestic power. Acknowledge God's glory and bring him tribute. Who worship Adonai in resplendent reverence. Let the truth tremble in God's presence. Declare to the world Adonai is sovereign. God has steadied the world which stands firm and judges all nations with fairness. Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the sea and all it contains exalt. Let field and forest sing for joy. Adonai comes to rule the earth, to rule the world justly, the nations with faithfulness.
Frida, I gotta ask you, were you ever a radio broadcaster, like a storyteller? It's just
Like I like to read, I know each word. Thank you.
it's very clear and it's got a lot of character to it.
Nice.
Thank you. Yes.
All right, let's turn to page 17, Psalm 97. Let's see here. We need a big, tough guy for this one. How about Elliot Hershoff?
Never thought you'd ask.
And you can read the whole thing. No responsive.
Okay. Adonai is sovereign. Let the world rejoice. God's throne is founded on justice. Though God be clouded from view, divine justice reveals God's presence. God's lightning illumines the world, the earth. Fire consumes God's foes. Mountains melt like wax before Adonai. The earth trembles. The heavens proclaim God's righteousness. All people behold God's majesty. Shame covers those who worship idols, those who take pride in revering images, which must themselves bow low before God. Hearing of your judgments, Adonai, Zion exults, and the cities of Judah rejoice. You are supreme over all the earth, highly exalted beyond all that is worshipped. Those who love Adonai hate evil. God protects the faithful and saves them from the wicked. Light is stored for the righteous, joy for the honorable. Rejoice in Adonai, you who are righteous, acclaim the holiness of God's name.
You know, it almost sounds like you're a president or something.
How'd you guess?
Yashikov. Page 19. Let's sing together. Romimu, exalt God. Romimu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehad kodsho. Romimu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehad kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romimu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romimu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehad kodsho. Romimu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehad kodsho. You like my props? Just banging on the table? Those are my props tonight. I don't have a tambourine, but I'll work on it. Okay, let's turn to page 20.
I'll get you drumsticks.
Thanks. To eat or to use?
Both?
All right. Let's see here. Actually, Barbara, would you like to do Havul Adonai?
Right. Havol Adonai b'nei Elim,
Havul Adonai kavod va'oz. Havul Adonai kivod shemo. Ishtachavu Adonai b'hadrat kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim al hakavod yirim. Adonai, Adonai, Amayim Rabim, Kol Adonai Bakoach, Kol Adonai Be'adah, Kol Adonai Shover Arazim, Vayishaver Adonai et Arzei Havanon, V'yakidem Kemo Ekel Levanon, V'Sirion Kemo Ben Reimim. Kol Adonai Chotzev Lachbod Eish. Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar. Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadosh. Kol Adonai Yachol Yalayalot. Vayechesof Yera'arut. V'hechalo kulo omer kavod, kavod. Adonai, Adonai lamabul yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech leolam. Adonai os leamo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom.
I'll tell you, if we can, if you can negotiate a good deal with the network, you may become the permanent guest host. This is excellent. Yasha, go ahead. We turn to page 21. Since Barbara did so divinely on Havul Adonai, let's do her favorite tune with Lecha Dodi. Lecha Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Lecha Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. La 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 Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala. Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Lecha Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala. Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad. Hishmiyanu el ha'am yechad. Adonai echad, hu shemo echad. L'shem multiferet v'liti la 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 lecha dodi. Lekrat kala. Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Lecha Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala. Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Third verse. Mikdash Melech Hira Milucha. Kumitzehi mitocha hafecha. Rav lach shevet b'yemek habacha. Vehu yachamol alayechem la 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 lecha dodi. Lekrat kala. Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Lecha Lecha Dodi. Lekrat kala. Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Bottom verse. Hitoreri. Kiva orech kumi uri shira daberi. Kivod Adonai alayich nigla la 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 lecha dodi. Lekrat kala. Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Lecha Lecha Dodi. Lekrat kala. Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Second verse. V'hayulim shisa shoasayich. V'rachaku kol mivolayich yasisalayich. Elohayich. Kimsos chatan al kala la 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 lecha dodi. Lekrat kala. Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Lecha Lecha Dodi. Lekrat kala. Pene Pene Shabbat Nikabela. Please rise if you can. Last verse. Mo'i b'shalom ateret bala. Gam b'simcha tzahla. Toch emunei am segula. Mo'i chala, boi chala. La 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 chadodi la krat kala pene pene shabane kabela la chadodi la krat kala pene pene shabane kabela la 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 chadodi la krat kala pene pene shabane kabela la chadodi la krat kala Pene pene shabane kabela. Please be seated. All right. Page 24. Oh, actually 23, sorry. And a psalm for Shabbat. Let's see. Who would we like? Alyssa Lando. Sitting out there in the beautiful, picturesque, wherever you are. Looks like our deck. Okay. Need to unmute, though.
Okay, here we go. A song for Shabbat. It is good to acclaim Adonai, to sing your praise, exalted God, to affirm your love each morning and your faithfulness each night, to the music of the lute and the melody of the harp. Your works, Adonai, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation. How vast your works, Adonai. Your designs are beyond our grasp. The thoughtless cannot comprehend. The foolish cannot fathom this. The wicked may flourish, springing up like grass, but their doom is sealed, for you are supreme forever. Your enemies, Adonai, your enemies shall perish. All the wicked shall crumble. But me you have greatly exalted. I am anointed with fragrant oil. I have seen the downfall of my foes. I have heard the despair of my attackers. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. They shall grow tall like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they will thrive in the courts of our God. They shall bear fruit even in old age. They shall be ever fresh and fragrant, to proclaim Adonai is just, my rock in whom there is no flaw.
Yashukahech. It was as lovely as the picturesque view behind you. Let's sing together, bottom 4 lines, Sadika Tamar. Sadika Tamar Yifrach Keres Balvanon Iskeshetolim Beveit Adonai Bechatzrot Elohinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvon Beseva Tishenim Verananim Iyo Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tzuri Velo Avlatabo. We turn to page 24. Adonai Malaki Lavish Lavish Adonai Hosi Tazar Haki Konti Labati Manaki Sacham Edotecha Nemumiho Levetecha Navakodesh Adonai Liorech Yamim. Mourners and those observing yard site, please rise for the mourner's Kaddish, middle of page 24. Yitz Gadal, Yitz Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Amen. Bioma divra kirute viamlich malchute. B'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabba mivorach li'olam lomei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei kurisha b'rechu. V'yelah min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata damiran b'yama v'yimru. Amen. Yehi shlam rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yal kol yoshvei tevel v'yimru. Amen. I ask everyone to please rise for, if you are able, for the Baruch Hu on page, whatever the page is, 28. You should probably remember that. Page 28. And let's see here. Is Mara there? After all those pictures, she better be.
I'm here.
Would you like to do the Baruch Hu, please?
Yeah.
Sure. Hold on, let me just get my book up here because I have to stand up. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Li'olam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Li'olam Vaed.
Ashikahech.
Thank you.
We continue silently. Baruch Adonai Boreyom ve'layla golel mipnei chashach ve'chashach mipnei or umavir yom ve'layla mavdil ben yom ve'layla Adonai tzvahot shemu El Chai v'kayam tamid yemloch aleinu li'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Hamariv Aravim. We continue on page 29 with Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadita Al ken Adonai Eloheinu v'shachveinu v'kumenu Nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha li'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu Uvahem nege yomam valayla V'yavtecha simimenu li'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Page 30. Phyllis, are you there? I see the name Phyllis. I don't see the face Phyllis. Ah, are you there?
I'm here.
Would you like to do the Shema and V'ahavta?
Sure. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavcha, b'chol nafshecha, u'b'chol meotecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh. Asher Anochi Mitzavecha Ayom Al Levavecha Vishinantam Levanecha Vidibarta Bam Vishivtecha Bevetecha Uvelechtecha Vaderech Uveshachpecha Uvkumecha Ukshatam Leot Al Yadecha Vihayu Letotofod Beinenecha Ukatavtam Al Mezuzot Beitecha B'shira Orecha. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. You shall love Adonai with your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. And these words which I command you this day, you shall take to heart. Teach them diligently to your children, and recite them at home and away night and day. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and above, as a reminder above your eyes. Inscribe them upon the doorpost of your home and upon your gates.
Yashikachech. On page 31, Harvey Ellefson, would you like to read the first paragraph?
There is little we
No.
make go. Okay. Adonai said to Moses, instruct the people Israel that in every generation they will put tzitzis on the corners of their garments and bind a thread of blue to the tzitzi, the fringe on each corner. Look upon these tzitzi, and you will be reminded of all the mitzvot of Adonai and fulfill them, and not be seduced by your heart, nor led astray by your eyes. Then you will remember and observe all my mitzvot and be holy before your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God, who is truth.
Yashikoach. And I must say, my wife and I were very fortunate to have Harvey bag our groceries the other day. It was like dinner and a show. Let me tell you, it was absolutely magnificent.
He's the breadwinner of the family.
Hey, and he literally brings home the bread, right? No, the bread. We continue on page 32. Middle of the page. Umalchuta beratzon kiblu alehem Moshe ubnei Yisrael lechanu shira v'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam Mi chamocha b'helim Adonai mi kamocha nehda b'kodesh Nora tehiloto seifele Mi chamocha b'helim Adonai Mi kamocha nehda b'kodesh Nora tehiloto seifele מלכותך ראו בניך בקי הים, לפני משה זהלינו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. We continue on page 33. Let's see here. Just trying to see if she's here. Actually, Lois, would you like to read the English for Hashkivenu? Help us, Adonai. Can you see the screen? Hold on, you're still muted, Lois. There you go.
Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people, Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Beautiful. Ushmot seitinu vahinu lechayim, Ushalom yataviad holam ufros aleinu, Sukkot shlomecha baruch atah Adonai, Apore Sukkot shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael. Ya Yerushalayim. We turn to page 34. Rhonda, would you like to lead us in Vishamru tonight?
Hebrew or English?
Hebrew, if you'd like.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat lidorotam b'ridolam B'nei uven b'nei Yisrael oti liolam oti liolam oti liolam Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat lidorotam b'ridolam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et ha'aretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat lidorotam b'ridolam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et ha'aretz Uvayom hashvi shavat vayinavash shavat vayinavash shavat vayinavash v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat lidorotam b'ridolam. It's more.
Very joyous. I like it.
Toda rabah.
Barry Abrams, speaking of effervescence, would you like to lead us in the Hatzi Kaddish?
I would be honored.
And if you're able to rise, please do so.
Yikada v'yikada shemei rabba.
Amen.
V'yomadi rachute v'yamlich malchute. B'cha yechon uvyomechon uchayediko be'Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv. V'yamaru, amen. Yehesh me rabba mevora, v'yolam ulo me'omaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtaba, yitboar, v'yiraman, v'yitnaseh, v'yithada, v'yithalal, v'yithalel, shmei nekudisha, rehu, le'elam mincho berchata v'shirata, tush v'chata v'nehemata, Dami Rambioma V'yamaru, amen.
I had to jump up to you.
That was kind of tame for you, Barry, but that was
what?
good.
Tame?
It was kind of tame for you
Yeah,
tonight.
I'm a little
It's
Very
a,
good.
yeah, it's like a Friday night type of,
Yeah.
I've been working all week.
The cats are getting on my nerves type of thing.
No, the cats are not getting on it.
Thank you for asking me to do this.
All right, page 35B, please rise for the silent Amidah and continue through page 38. When you are finished, you may be seated. Let's sing together at the top of 38. Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Liolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Liolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom, shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim li'olam. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim li'olam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et amecha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom rav Yisrael amcha, tasim li'olam. Shalom rav Yisrael amcha, tasim li'olam. Tasim li'olam. Tasim li'olam. We turn to page 47. And if you're able to rise, I'll ask you to please do so for the Vayachulu leading into the beginning of the repetition. Vayachulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzivam vayech Elohim bayom hashvihi melachto asher asa vayishbot bayom hashvihi mikol melachto asher asa. Vayevarech Elohim et Yom Hashvihi, Vayekadesh oto, Ki hivo shavat mikol melachto, Ki hivo shavat mikol melachto, Asher bara Elohim, Asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora Elyon Konei Shemayim v'Aretz. Please be seated. Magen avod bidvaro, mechaye metim b'mamaro, ahel hakadosh she'en kamohu, hameniach li'amo, b'yom Shabbat kodsho, Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, Lefanav navon b'yirav v'fachad, V'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom tamid, Mehen habrachot, El haodot Adon hashalom Mekadesh hashabat umvarech shvihi umeniach b'kedusha li'amiktu shnei honeg zecher lema'aseh Lemase Vereshit. Joan, are you there? Joan, fine.
I'm here.
Would you like to read this paragraph here? Shield of our
Sure.
ancestors.
Shield of our ancestors by his promised word, guarantor of life to the dead, holy God beyond compare, who bestows rest to his people to his people on the holy Shabbat, who takes pleasure in them and invites them to rest. We will honor God with reverence and awe and offer our thanks day after day. The source of blessings, God worthy of acclaim, the master of peace, hallows Shabbat, the seventh day, granting Shabbat in holiness for a people overflowing with joy, this day that recalls the act of creation.
Yashika. We turn to page 48. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu Retzeh v'mnuchatenu Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha v'ten chelkeinu b'toratecha Sabbeinu mitovecha v'samcheinu b'shuatecha Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha v'ten chelkeinu b'toratecha Sabbeinu mitovecha v'samcheinu b'shuatecha v'taher libeinu v'taher libeinu v'taher libeinu li'avdecha be'emet v'taher libeinu v'taher libeinu v'taher libeinu li'avdecha be'emet V'hanchileinu Adonai Eloheinu mi'ahavav ratzon shebakodshecha mi'yonuach hava Yisrael mikadshei shemecha Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Shabbat. In the middle of page 48, Rachel, would you like to lead us in the Kaddish Shalem?
Sure. I can't see. Sorry. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah v'yamad v'varach yorotei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'nechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kari v'yimeru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach li'olam li'omei almaya yibarach v'yishtabach v'yibar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh Vitadar, vitale, vitalal, shmei dekusha, brichu, le'elam yichol berchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, dami ram b'yama v'yimeru, amen. Tikabel tilahon v'chon d'chol Yisrael, kadam v'chon b'shemaya v'yimeru, amen. Yehei shlam arava min shemaya v'hayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mermav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru, amen.
Yashika.
Thank you.
We turn to page 49, and it is that time of the evening where we gather our alcohol and we prepare to start drinking that at our fullest. Although I know Elliot waits for the for the bourbon later, but we'll get to that. Page 49, if you're able to rise, please do so for the Kiddush for Shabbat.
Yes. Well, usually we wait on
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'yahavav ratzon Inchilanu zikaron lemahaseh v'reshit כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי באנו ובחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. Amen. L'chaim. Ladies and gentlemen, Shabbat Shalom again. Good evening. You look like a very relaxed and just thankful crowd that it is the end of the week and we're ready to party, right? Ready to party tonight. And to get the party started, it is my pleasure to call upon the president of Congregation Sons of Israel, Rosalind Abrams, who is going to give a little drash this evening. And I have no idea what she's going to talk about, but I can't wait.
Thank you, Seth. Neither do I. No. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Since Memorial Day weekend is coming up this coming weekend, well, actually next weekend, I thought it would be appropriate to talk about Memorial Day observances in Israel and the United States. Yom HaZikaron, meaning Memorial Day, is Israel's official Remembrance Day, which was enacted into law in 1963. It has traditionally been reserved for fallen soldiers, but in recent years has been extended to include civilian victims of terrorism. Similar to all Jewish holidays, which begin after sunset, Yom HaZikaron is observed on the 4th of Iyar, which can anytime between April and May. Sirens are sounded the preceding evening for 1 minute, during which time all Israelis stop what they are doing and stand in silence. Pretty much everything is closed down during Yom HaZikaron. The following morning, a 2-minute siren is sounded at 11 a.m., marking the official memorial ceremonies. Many Israelis visit the resting places of their loved ones, as well as lighting memorial candles. Flags are also lowered to half-staff. Yom HaZikaron usually occurs right before Israel Independence Day, also April or May, to remind people of the ultimate sacrifice paid for independence. The transition also shows the importance of both days among Israelis, most of whom have served in the armed forces. If either of these two holidays were to fall on a Saturday, then they would be observed 1 or 2 days earlier. Memorial Day, previously referred to as Decoration Day, is a federal holiday in the United States. It also honors those who have lost their lives during wartime. Observed on the last Monday in May, it was formally observed on May 30th from 1868 through 1970. Similar to the observance of Yom HaZikaron, Memorial Day is also a time for people to visit cemeteries and memorials to honor those who have served in the military. By the beginning of the 20th century, various Union memorial traditions, which were celebrated on different days, merged, and Memorial Day was extended to honor all Americans who died while in U.S. military service. The name Memorial Day, which was first attested in 1882, gradually became more common than Decoration Day after World War II, but was not declared the official name until 1967. In 1968, the Uniform Monday Holiday Act moved 4 holidays, including Memorial Day, to a specified Monday in order to give folks a 3-day weekend. Thank goodness. Not to overshadow the solemnity of Memorial Day, but this is traditionally known as the unofficial start of summer, which falls this year on May 31st. There are many similarities and differences between Yom HaZikaron and the USA Memorial Day, but one commonality is honoring those who served. Thank you. Thank you, Seth. Back to you, Seth.
Seth, are
Sorry,
you awake?
I was just getting comfortable on my.
Oh,
Awake?
Sorry,
Wake up.
I didn't want to make it too long.
Yeah, shikahech. Very nice. One thing we should keep in mind is we're talking about Memorial Day and all of that is obviously remembering those who are over in Israel right now and the veterans and everyone who is serving and having to constantly deal with the issues that are going on in the Middle East, and especially what's been going on over the course of the last couple of weeks. So we certainly pray for the soldiers and the people and everybody in Israel, and really civilians everywhere who are being affected by this. It's a it's in springtime. It's interesting. We have I mean the Memorial Day goes back to a lot of different things, but when you're thinking of remembrance, you kind of think of it as a bridge, to the past and the future, and springtime is always seems to be a good time to be able to utilize that bridge after a harsh winter or that's come along. So certainly we should take the time to remember what has been in our past and how that can help us guide us into the future. So very nice talk. All right. It is a free-form Friday, so if there's anybody else who would like to say anything, you're more than welcome. Don't all speak up at once. Okay. Roz, if you were saying something, you're muted.
Nope, no, I wasn't saying, nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. All right, we will continue with our service. And let me just find the pages again. We will turn to page 51, and I will ask you all to please rise for the Elena. Aleinu l'shabech ladon hakol atekedu laliot se breshid shelo asana kugoye haratzot v'lo samanu kimishbechot adama shelo samchelkenu kahem v'gahoralenu kechal hamonam v'anachnu korim mishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Noteh Shamayim v'Yoser Haaretz, u'Moshe Yikara b'Shamayim Mimahal, u'Shchinatu Zo, b'Gavhe Meromim, u'Eloheinu Ein Od, Emet Malkeinu Efesu Lato, Kakatu b'Torahato, V'yadata yom v'hashevota elevavecha ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim b'shamayim mimahal v'al haaretz mitachat ein od. Okay, nekabel Adonai Elohim. Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai imloch li'olam v'hed v'nehemar v'haya Adonai limelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad U'Shemo Echad. Mourners and those observing your site, please remain standing, page 52. And if you would like to unmute, please do so at this time. Yitzkadav, Yitzkadash, Shemay Rabbah, Amen.
Don't unmute.
Yoma Divra Kirtei,
Yamlich Malachei, Chayachon, Uviyomechon, V'chayim, Bechol Beis Yisrael,
Ba'agolav, Bizman, Kariv, Yivaru, Amen. Yeh Shmei Rabbah, Horah, Ram, Amen. Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Bahar, Vitramam, Vietnaseh, Tadar, Vitalel, Vitalal, Shmei,
Dekudishah, Berechu,
Elah, Mikol, Bata, Vishbrata, Ushbachata, the Nechamata, Damiran, Bioma,
Vimaru, Amen.
Shlama Rabba, Shmaya, B'chayim,
Aleinu, Fiel, Yisrael.
Amen.
Shalom, B'mamav, Uyas, Shalom, Aleinu, Fiel, Kol Yisrael, Vimaru, Amen.
Please be seated. So, Shabbat Shalom again, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. services online, followed by tomorrow evening at 6:30. We will have a belated Shavuot, Blintz and whatever service. We'll do Havdalah and conclude Shabbos and do a Mariv service, and then we'll do some activities and talk about some topic of the Torah. And I would encourage anyone who will come to bring your own topic, because there's always a better one than mine. So I would say bring your own if you can, and let's share that with each other. Sunday morning, 9 a.m. as well. As I mentioned, we are, as we get close to June, we're starting to, evaluate our services. So we'll have more information soon about what the future is going to hold. But the news that came out of the state, over the past week is certainly encouraging. So we'll be talking more about that soon. With that, are there any other announcements, Roz? No? All right.
No, thank you, Seth.
We will conclude with Yigdal. Whoops, I did not bring up the right screen. Hold on. Page 53.
I can do that if you want, since I was supposed to do this tonight at the men's service.
Well, I'm more than happy to do it. Do it. And then after that, please, we'll have you rise after Yigdal for the Hamotzi. All yours, Paul. Page 53.
Okay. Yigdal Elohim Chai V'yishtabach Nimsa V'yenes El Metziuso Echad V'yin Yochid Kechudo Niulam V'gam El Tzei Leuduso Ein Lo Demusa Guf V'yeino Guf Lo Lachamid Elav Kedusha So Kedomon Lechol Davar Asher Bochira Rishon V'yesvei Shis V'dlei So Hino V'adon Olam V'chol Notza Yoreh Geduloso Umalchuso Shefa Nevuoso Nechanono El Anshe Seguloso Vehifarto Locum Bereshel Kemoshe Od Uvini Vive Umive estimunoso, Torah semisnosan, liamo el, al yad nevioso, nefeshim beso, lo yachalif el, velo yomir, the sol yolomid, leula so fevio dea seserenu makesh lesof dova bekad moso gomelies chesed kemiolo no saint larosha ra karisha oso Yishlach leketz haimin meshichenu liftos mechakei Yeshu oso mesim mechayel berov chasto baruch adeyad shem tiloso.
Yashikoach.
Thank you.
Beautiful way to end the evening. And Frida, are you there?
Why did you clicking that?
Hold on a second. I gotta find Frida. All right, Frida.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Frida.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz hamein. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who brings forth bread from the earth and eat in good health. Wonderful service, Seth.
Thank you, Frida. Thank you, Frida. Thank you, Seth.
Excellent, everybody. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
We'll see you in the morning, everybody. Hope to see you tomorrow night too.
Yep. See you in the morning.
Yep.
Bye.
Tomorrow night, 6:30.
Frida, you
6:30.
look like you're diagonal.
Remember that.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye. Shabbat shalom.
Seth,
So it was
Seth,
first.
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Does anybody have any idea why my name disappeared and I am now in the corner of the square is iPad 34?
Rename
You
yourself.
You finally revealed your age.
Well,
34.
that plus a few. But all of a sudden the name disappeared and I'm now
34. Oh, wow.
Yeah, iPad
Bring on your actual
34.
I'll
iPad.
tell you what, for the purpose of this, I will bring you right back. There you go.
Okay. There we go. Thank you.
Here it is.
Somehow you must have gotten reset to your default.
No, I just hit something that I shouldn't, which I'm very famous for doing.
If you want to leave
All right, we know who you are.
Doris
We know where you live. Don't
Why are
worry.
you asking me? Don't you want to?
want to see London?
and Stuart and Rhonda, everyone.
Hi, Frida.
Hi, Frida.
Shabbat shalom. Lila
Shalom.
Tov. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah, Lila Tov.
Ronnie, Jerry.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye.
That's the signal.
Bye, everyone.
Leave.
And
Bye-bye, everybody.
I'm gonna go now too. I
Good
gotta
luck
go.
with the car, Barbara.